Hi, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Disc Kingdom podcast with me, Roger, here in the UK, and Abe there in Southern California.
How's it going, everybody?
And on this show, we're going to be discussing the new Jessica Jones show that has come to Netflix this past weekend. I've only managed to watch the first episode so far. I know. So, Abe, what have you had a chance to check it out yet?
Haven't seen it. I vetoed anything Marvel until after Star Wars. So this episode's all you. All I know is that people are liking it, and apparently there's a lot of Luke Cage in it. That's all I know.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I watched the first episode on the very sort of on the day it came out because I loved that Daredevil was such a great TV series. I love all the different shows that's going on at the minute with. I don't know if it's overkill with the amount of superhero TV shows at the minute, but the first show was very dark, very, very different to how, I mean, it's definitely not a kid's show. It's not like Flash. It's not like anything like that. It's very, very different, a lot more darker. They didn't really explain like her too well, very, very slowly, subtle. My wife turned around to me and she goes, has she got superpowers? I mean, you sort of see her doing a few things. She lifts, but I think there's definitely going to be a case of it being told slowly over because Jessica Jones is a character I don't really know much about. I've read a few of the comics with her in and stuff, but are you really aware of her too much?
She's actually one of the newer Marvel heroes, if I'm not mistaken. That's probably why we haven't heard from her as much. Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. I'm loving the fact that they've taken a strong female character and kind of given her own series. And really, I think Marvel needed to do that. They needed to get out sort of a new sort of female strong character. Like I say, Luke Cage is in it, and I mean, David Tennant. We didn't really see too much of him in the first episode, but for me, obviously, this is David Tennant. He's more. I mean, he is more than just Doctor Who. But I've loved him in all the different series of different things I've seen him in over the years, like Broadchurch and Casanova and things. So I'm a big fan of David Tennant anyway. But it's really interesting going forward. The only thing I don't like about Netflix with this kind of thing of everyone's at different stages. It's like. If there was, I'm still kind of quite old school, and I prefer the old thing. Why can't we should have had just one episode. Everyone can talk about it. Next week, we have a new episode. I don't like the fact that everybody is on completely different, like you almost feel like you can't talk about Jessica Jones because nobody knows where the other person is. Like, have you seen all episodes? No, I'm on episode 3. No, I'm on episode 9. It's the one thing I don't like about Netflix. Yep, he's mic'd again.
No, yeah. I can see that, but Netflix has created this huge binge watch trend. So some people can watch them all immediately, or some can just pace themselves. But no, I understand. It is kind of different. Something to get used to. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the day it came out is all I kept seeing on the websites was episode 1 review. About an hour later, episode 2 review. An hour later, episode 3. I was like, well. I don't know. For me personally, binge watching is fine, but I think if you watch too many in a go, you're going to end up like you stop. You're just trying to get through them, and you're not really like enjoying it because you're trying to get through it. But I do know my wife is now because Once Upon a Time has moved into the same thing on Netflix where it's sort of spread out, and she's there going. She got so used to binge watching the first 4 series because we were quite late to it. It's like, oh, we got to wait.
Yeah.
But I'm also, like I mentioned earlier, this whole thing with the superhero fatigue. And I was talking about it yesterday at work, like, I said, well, Jessica Jones. And they're like, I said, well, the only thing I am bothered about now is because of having Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Agent of the Shield, and all, and, you got this new, like, Atom one starting. And now with Jessica Jones, there's so many of them. It does feel a little bit like I haven't got time to watch all of them, and I can very easily get burnt out. So I'm kind of thinking with Jessica Jones, I'm going to watch it at least probably over a month. I'm going to take I'm not going to rush through it within a few days. I just feel like I need to spread it out.
That's all your fault, though, because I don't watch most of the DC ones. I'm very selective. I like the Marvel ones. I was debating whether I wasn't going to watch Jessica Jones because honestly, I'm more excited for the Iron Fist one that's going to be coming out soon. But But no, I mean, I'm hearing good reviews on it, so that's definitely no fatigue in this household. Everything's great.
No.
Bring them, keep them coming.
Yeah, the thing is, and I'm going to be honest, the only reason I got Netflix was for Daredevil. That was the only reason I got it, and the only reason my wife got into Once Upon a Time and a few other series, and the only reason we kept our subscription going pretty much was because of Jessica Jones coming. These two were the two big things that got me into Netflix this year, and for me that says a lot, because if it wasn't for these two shows on Netflix, I wouldn't be subscribing. And I think that's the honest truth. You know, that is what brought me in. And I think that shows you the power of these streaming services.
Oh, but there's a lot of great shows and they're Netflix exclusive, like Orange is the New Black or The House of Cards. Lots of great shows.
Yeah.
Even Fuller House is going to be, the Full House continuation. That's going to be part of Netflix only. So, I mean, there's a lot of cool things with Netflix.
There's a lot of content. I must admit, I think we've tried most of these things like Orange is New Black and House of Cards. I'm going to be honest, we've watched 2 episodes of each, and like, that's the end of that. It wasn't for us, but it's this kind of. I think this whole streaming thing is a great idea, and I just think Jessica Jones is a great way of bringing a different side to superheroes. Like I said, it's more dark, it's more gritty, very very different from like the Avengers, even though it's all set in the same like universe. I'm really excited going forward, and I'll try and watch an episode or 2 this week. But yeah, I can't do the 13 episodes all in like a couple of days, like I know some people have done. But it's getting a lot of great reviews. I'd love to know your thoughts on Jessica Jones as well. You can let us know that below. But like I said, I've been trying to read a few of the Jessica Jones comic books on Marvel Unlimited, and I've been finding it quite hard to find some of the stories. I found one. Spoiler, it was in the comics that her and Luke Cage had a baby, and it's this kind of thing of, I mean, the comic's like 10 years old, so it's not a massive spoiler, but but Jessica Jones does feel new.
Yeah.
It definitely feels, it's nice to have a new character.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm glad that they're just giving us more content, and they're through different avenues, so it's not like as overwhelming like fatigue. But anyways, yeah, let us know what you guys think about Felicity Jones below. Not Felicity Jones, Jessica Jones below. Sorry, Rogue One, different movie. No, yeah, let us know what you think about Jessica Jones below. Don't talk to me about it because I don't have any clue. But Roger may know something about the first episode, so go ahead.
By the time this goes out, I'll probably be a couple more episodes on. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check out us on Twitter and Facebook and on our website, thiskingdom.com. Hit that subscribe button, comment below, give us a thumbs up. And also, big thank you to our patrons, James at Infinity Museum, Ethan at swordapps.com and Magic Band Collectors, and to our other patrons as well. And yep, big thank you for joining us this week, and remember to see us laters.